Hello friends, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to Thrifty Thursday. I've got a cute little Bugs Bunny book here. But yeah, I wanted to come by and show you my thrifty treasures that I found during the past week. And so that's what I do every Thursday with a video. So just stay tuned every Thursday for my thrifty videos. And I also have, if anyone else is participating, they let me know and I link their channel below. Maria usually participates from Maria's Miscellany. And last week, Jovi from Creating with Jovi participated. So I will have the channels listed below. So you can check them out too if you like to watch, thrifty videos. So yeah, I just go to the thrift store. I try to only go a couple times per week on my lunch breaks only, really. So I only have an hour to quickly look around and choose my goodies. But this week it's all books, and they're actually all listed all the ones I'm showing you are listed in my Etsy this week. I have, I think, a couple that I pulled out for journals, so I'll show you those separately. But just had quite a few here, so didn't want to overload this video, right? So, yeah, so this is a Bugs Bunny book, vintage little shape book. I love these when I find them. I actually don't find them very often. And I think they're so cute. Whenever I do find them, I always list them in my shop. So you can see it has a little blemish right here, but other than that, so cute and in great condition. Let's see, I have all the stats, in my listings, and you can see there's no writing in here, or just really cute. This is 1976 copyright. And if I forget to tell you the copyright or don't tell you the copyright on one, they're all in my shop. Let's see I'll just put these over here. So next, let me put this up here so I can start from the bottom and keep these, kind of in order that makes sense so that they don't fall over by having the smallest one on the bottom or something. So the first four here I put in one listing, in a lot kind of listing. There are 4 guitar books, and I just thought these were so cool that, like, if I was keeping them, I have used covers of music for journals before, and when I look at them in the thrift store, I look at them like this, like, well, of course somebody might want these for learning the guitar if they play the guitar already or whatever. And this one's Method for the Classic Guitar. There's only one little name right there, but this one is taped up right here. It's got tape here. You can see it's coming apart right here. And I mean, all the music inside is really in great shape. I think I saw, oh, there's a little bit of writing right here. Some parentheses around these notes right here. But I think, oh, here's some, I mean, you got to expect writing, really. Oh, here's some right here. I'll have to go and put that in my listing because I don't think I saw that earlier. Sometimes I go kind of quick on my listings because I'm trying to, get it done. But it's taped here on the spine, and it's taped here. And this is 1963, so it's a good, for such an old music book, it is actually in really good shape. And when I use these for my junk journals, I don't even mind if they have writing on them. I just go ahead and do whatever I'm going to do. I use them as is. I coffee dye them sometimes. And I actually, when I picked these particular ones up here, I looked at the covers. The covers are what attracted me the most, because you can take a cover like this. Let's see, the back looks like this. But the front cover on this one, you could take and cut down, because it has all these cool guitars on it. And the colors, red, white, and blue. You fold it in half, cut it down to whatever size you want. I mean, like, you could cut it right here and measure, say, if you want to make standard traveler's notebook size, that's 8 1/4 inches long. So from the bottom of this blue to the bottom of this blue is about 8 1/4 inches long, and then this part is about the perfect size right here once you actually crease it for a cover. So you would have, guitars on your front cover and your back cover. Isn't that cool? That's what if I was keeping it, that's probably what I would save it for. And then this one, the same thing. And this one, I'm not going to fold it or measure it for you, but look, it has the front cover really cool with this guitar with the flowers around it. And the same thing in the back. So you could actually have two covers on this one. And then you've got all the music that's in very great, awesome shape here. And 1975, yeah, you had to know that was flower power, right, for the 70s. And I think this one's 70s too. I like this big guitar on here. And here's a little, that little part there is pretty cool with that decoration. And I thought that was a neat, like, 70s vibe. And this too, with the colors, I thought that was pretty cool. This one is the one that has, this one has this little chart in the back. I thought that would be awesome to take out of there for a junk journal. Does it go through the front too? Oh yeah, it does. Hello. It's called C&G chord organ, for organ. Okay, so this is the organ. It says organ here. I think this one says piano, or this one says piano or organ. Anyway, I just thought that was a really cool chart. It has all the awesome music pages here in this one. Wouldn't that be great for either music, if you're, play the guitar, or junk journals? Let me know. I don't want to mess this up or anything. It's been great for all these years, so I don't want to mess any of these up. Try to be very delicate with them when I bring them home. I guess it was like that. Okay. And then, let's see. I think that is all I wanted to show you about that. Did I tell you the year? I think I did, maybe. 1975, did I say? Let's see. It's in my listing. Well, I don't see it. Oh, here it is, 1977. 1977. So we looked at those three, and then there's one more here. This one, I like the orange cover too. This one has a cool back also. Isn't that neat? I just love those colors, and just very, very, retro looking there. This one is 1961. 1961. This one, I think, it almost feels stiff, but I don't know. Maybe it was never used, or maybe used rarely, or maybe used once or something. But everything is perfect in there. No writing or anything. It's like kind of like brand new. So yeah, I thought those were awesome. I brought those home because I thought they were so cool. And then the next thing is a typewriter book. I always grab these when I see them, and I don't see them that much, but I always grab them when I see them. College typewriting. There's wear. I mean, this was used in the school, so it's got some wear on it. And then here's a name here. These are kind of awkward to show, but a name. It's got a name neatly written right there. And then let's see what else I got for you here. Right here, you can see this is from the school, I think, and that's from somebody writing their name. And there's a little bit of writing in here. I think I saw a tiny bit, like right here, some numbers. And so there's stuff like that once in a great while, like most of it. See, here's some right here. Here's a bunch. But most of it, and it's in pen. This is in pencil. But, most of it doesn't have any writing. So if I don't know, most people have seen typewriter books like this before, or typing books, where you have, when you took typing, you would start here with your class, and, you do go through the book and do the lessons. And then when you get advanced, where you really, know how to type, then you turn it over and the lessons continue. And you go this way. Isn't that cool? And they have all these, I love typing books. I have a couple that I have kept for myself, and just have all this cool, like sample, like letters. Here's the last will and testament in the different colors, and just, different fonts, see the forms here. Just really cool graphics, and just stuff, just so, this is not even writing here if you think it's writing. This is where they give you an example of, maybe you're at work and your boss has marked up your your document, and it shows how you might have to do this at work, and gives you practice on how to type your boss's changes or your boss's revisions. So very cool. I love typing books. So that was this is the 70s, I believe. 70, let me see. Gosh. Oh, here it is. 75 on that one. Okay, let's see. What's the next size up here? Let me do this cookbook. And then we'll do this one. This is the next size up. So this is a holiday cookbook. I love the cover on this one too. I thought this would be a pretty journal cover. Or if you want a holiday cookbook, it's also awesome. It's got all these, first of all, besides the recipes, and you see the black and white little diagrams here, but it's got all these little divider pages like this too. They look kind of like the cover, remind me of the cover, but they have a full page of divider. And then there's some pictures in between, but see, here's breads, desserts. So all of those even could, and these are all cardstock, so all of those could actually be used for a cover or a page in a journal if you wanted to. So pretty cool. Here's some very retro little pictures in here too. Let me see if I can find you another one. There was another one I just saw of some kind of mold with some kind of jello or something in it. There's that's the salads, and then maybe there's a picture there. Where was that picture? Artichokes. See, there's lots of pictures. Here it is. Here's the mold. Red and green aspic mold. So pretty for a holiday buffet. Christmas tree mold. On lettuce. No. And lettuce. That is just so different. But anyway, I thought that was a cool little cookbook. It's got, let's see, a metal spiral. I mean, it all looks good. 1979 and made by Current. That's made by the Current, Current ink. This is a really nice Anne of Green Gables. When I saw this, I knew I had to bring it home and put it in my shop. I have made Anne of Green Gables journals before, but I'm not going to make a journal with this one. It's just so pretty. It needs to go to someone. I mean, you can make a journal out of it, or you can just add it to your collection, or maybe you just collect Anne of Green Gables. I mean, who doesn't love Anne, right? It's a really pretty spine. I don't see anything. Did I see? Oh, there was one little nick right here. That's the only thing I found on this book. One little nick right there, but otherwise, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying it's a really almost perfect. And so, yeah, the inside is, it's, oh, there's a really, really pretty, there's some pretty colored pictures in here too, but there's a really pretty picture of Anne right here at the beginning. Isn't that gorgeous? This is 1992. Let me show you an example of the other pictures in here because they're so pretty. Look at this. But there's some really pretty pictures of Anne and her family in here. Isn't that pretty? There's another one up here I love. Let me see if I can find it. I put it in my listing, I think. See, there's one there. I don't want to take time to show you all of them because we have a few more things to get through here. And, we need to get through everything, but there's one, this is it right here. When he's bringing her home, if you know Anne of Green Gables story, he's bringing her home in the buggy. Isn't that pretty? 2 pages. Anyway, I love that. So I love Anne. I watched all of the Anne with an E series too. It's awesome if you haven't seen it. And let's see. This looks like the next size up here. Let me just get this one here. Davy's Little Horse. It's a Rand McNally elf book. Uh-oh. Hold on. Sorry about that. Needed a little drink there. Anyway, here's the back of this one. I thought this was so cute. I don't see a lot of Rand McNally this size. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen one. I get a lot of not a lot, but some of the Wonder books, and of course a lot of little golden books. But yeah, this is, and I don't see a lot of horse stories either. So this is Davy's little horse. So cute. It was originally 25 cents. You know, it's an old one. And it's in really awesome shape as far as the spine is intact. There's really no writing in here. The pages are starting to brown. There's a spot. I just noticed that right here. It's kind of like on the edge of the pages. See that right there? Yeah, there's a spot right there, and it goes on the edge of the pages. And this one is 1956, I believe. I put it in my listing. But really nice little copy of that book. And then two Reader's Digest. Now, I love that. I only pick these up when I absolutely like the covers really grab me. There's something different from what I've had, or if it's the same as what I've had, it's because I love these covers, right? So this one I don't think I've ever seen before. I don't remember ever seeing this one before. It's a beautiful red and green, and it's got the green spine. Here's the, whoops, upside down. Here's this part. And it's great. It's great looking, except that these are both very, let me show you, like, you see it here. It looks like it's intact. Is this the one? Oh, this one is intact. I've listed so many books. Okay, this one looks like it's intact. I just want to make sure. If there's any flaws, I put it, you know, when I was listing these, I put it in the listing. And this one looks good. It's all intact. Got the pages, you know, got some pictures in there. And, you know, I try to list. There's a pretty picture there. I think I put that one in my listing. But this one is, it's got some writing on the little nameplate there. You know, name, address of someone. But it's neatly written. It says 1966 there. Yeah, 1966 copyright. And a lot of, I don't know why, it seems like all the books I get say first edition. Or most of them. So I always try to take a picture of the copyright so you can see, you know, instead of me just writing it, you see for yourself it's actually what I'm putting down. And then you see that first edition too, in case that's important to you. I don't know. All my Reader's Digest are the same price, so I always list them for the same price. Yeah, I don't see this splitting anywhere, so I don't know. I guess it's good. I just thought, yeah, this one's good. This one's good to go. Okay, this one. Let's see how we did with this one. This is a beautiful cover. It looks like it had a sticker there, and you could probably get that off with Goo Gone. It's got a really beautiful pattern, pinks and blues, and kind of, I don't know. I guess that's grayish. Beautiful burgundy spine. This one had a little split here. Maybe this is what I was thinking of. This one had, I mean, other than that, like if you wanted to glue that down, if you were going to keep this as a book and keep this spine on here, you could glue that back down and you don't even really see it. Here's the back. Let me see okay, this is the front. That sticker residues on the back. Okay, there's the split right here in the bottom. Okay, so you open up and it's got some, like, a little bit of, it's got a tear right here and a little bit of kind of like, can you see that? A little bit of grunge. And there's a little wrinkle right here, like when they glued it down, it didn't glue all the way or something. But here's the nameplate. Really beautiful color there, though. I mean, I still, if you're a collector of these or want to make this out of a junk journal, and look at the, I don't know if the Sun does this, if people have it in the Sun in some way where it makes a two-tone. I have one other Reader's Digest where you have these two-tone pages. It's so weird. Like, see how white that is? And then you have the brown. That's so weird. I don't know if that's the Sun or what, but yeah. There's some beautiful pictures in here too. And, you know, they all usually have a few pictures and plenty of pages. If you wanted this for collage, you would actually have a nice selection of a dark, you know, the brown plus the lighter. So, but anyway, it would make a beautiful collection, addition to a collection or a journal. So let's see. I've got 3 antique books here that I listed. I was tempted to keep these 2 for myself, but I thought, you know, I have plenty that I need to make journals out of already. So let me put these in my shop. Plus, I looked them up, and they seemed like they could be, you know, more valuable than I would want to take apart. At least that's what I saw online. So I didn't, you know, if they're valuable, I'm not going to And I don't mean valuable. I just mean, you know, a lot of my books are, you know, under $10, and these are way over. I listed these for way over because they are, you know, I mean, I didn't find any of these exact copies online, so who knows if this is, you know, one of the last few or something. But this is called Our Morning Hour, and it's a beautiful blue. I mean, these covers just really grabbed me when I saw them. It's got embossing here. Wouldn't this make a, I mean, it would make a great journal cover, but it would make a great addition to a antique book collection. It's embossed on the back too. Of course, it's worn. See, you've got, I mean, you have to expect wear, don't you? Unless it just sat on a shelf or something. Here is written 1878 and a little name, and like it says Richmond, Virginia. And you can see a little bit of grunge here from age. This one, yeah, a little bit of grunge, quite a bit of grunge. This one's loose. See right here. Yeah, this one's loose. I'm trying to be very delicate with these because they are over 100 years old. See, this one's still connected back here, and you can see all the pages are browned. Basically, I try not to handle these too much when they're old like this. And so this one is, it said 1878 there. Let's see, I think this one had a copyright. Let me see if I can find it real quick. 1877 is the copyright, so that's a nice old one, oldie goldie. This one's St. Elmo. Oh, I wanted to tell you about this one too. Is this the one that's a devotional? The title page. I put it in my listing, but I wanted to tell you here what it actually is besides the title of Our Morning Hour. It's a devotional from that long ago, 1877. And the title page says, this is like onion skin right here, or, you know, very thin. Our Morning Hour devotional readings, the closet and the family, carefully prepared from notes of sermons preached by the late Reverend William J. Diddy, and it has D.D. after his name. Anyway, I just thought it was really, I love the cover on it. St. Elmo this is St. Elmo, by A.J. Evans Wilson. Beautiful cover. It's got like flowers there. Same thing on the cover, I mean on the spine. Back is plain, but see these flowers here? It's got them inside here too. Isn't that pretty? And in the back. This one's also very delicate, so I'm not going to handle it or like flip through the pages too much, but the pages are all there and nice. I mean, they're brown, but they're old, but they're there. I think I called the book block on both of this, the previous one and this one, loose. I might go back and say this one's not intact in the front because like I said, I didn't handle it very much, so I didn't realize that was a part there in the front. And I don't want this one to come apart, but because right now it's together in the front and back, the spine, but I say it's delicate. I say delicate a couple of times in the listing. It's got a name written there. Can't hardly even see it. I show it in my listing. Oh, and this is the one that didn't have a copyright. And I looked up as to why things, because I've run across that before, like really old books that don't have a copyright. And it just, you know, it just said sometimes they, you know, once in a while they didn't put a copyright. And, you know, sometimes they didn't want to be bothered with getting a copyright, you know what I mean? So no telling how old that one is, but it is delicate. This one really grabbed me. First of all, there's these girls, like twin girls on the front. I've been looking at twins on Pinterest, like old pictures of twins. If you've ever done that, it's kind of fun because they're kind of creepy sometimes. Because the old pictures, the kids don't smile, so they just have this blank look staring at you, and it's just kind of, I think they're really cool and fun to look at, but they are kind of creepy. But these girls were okay. This one's almost smiling. And this one, they're both very sweet looking, and they look like they have their PJs on or something. Somebody put a postage stamp right there. It's called Bedtime Stories, and you can see it's old and kind of grungy, but I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I love just the way it is. I'd almost make a journal out of it, just this cover, or if you have an old antique book collection, it would be great for that. But here it says Christmas. I can't believe they wrote Xmas back in 1914. I thought that was like a newer thing, you know, like started in the 70s or something. But yeah, I went to, that always jumps out at me because I went to Christian school, and they didn't like that Xmas because, you know, it crosses Christ out of Christmas. They preached against it there. But yeah, so it always jumps out at me when I see Xmas, and I thought, wow, they did that way back in 1914. So this is 1911, the copyright on here. It's in, you know, it's in nice condition. It has the writing here, which is all in pencil. It's just the names and things, you know, but here's, it's a little, sometimes you see a little tattered on the page. See, there's a little tattering there, or, you know, a little tatter. But as you can see, I think you can probably see I got my stack of books here now, but there's some pictures in here. And what this is Bedtime Stories, but I started reading it. It looks like it's really cool. It says right here, Bedtime Stories from the Old Testament for the Fireside and Family Circle. And I just pictured when I read that, and look at this picture here. So cool. But when I read that, I could just picture, you know, the family, you know, sitting by the fireplace at night, but with candlelight or whatever. I don't know what 1911. I kind of wanted to look back and see exactly how things were in 1911 to remind myself. But, you know, and reading this, and I started reading it. I started reading the introduction, I think right here, just to get an idea of what it was about. And it's just, I could just probably sit here and read this whole thing. But all the bedtime stories, like I said, Old Testament. Here's some. See, I put this in the picture in my listing where it's torn like that, right there. But the stories are about faithfulness here. This one says faithfulness. This one, let's see what else. There was one about obedience in here, complaining. You know, they're all like, so, you know, geared toward training the children about proper manners and how to behave, strength. So I just thought, I got a big old kick out of this book. I thought it was cool. I'd like to just sit here and read the whole thing. Wisdom. You know, so really neat book, I thought. Okay, so that's all the books. I got one more thing to show you really quick because my time is just about up, and I know those books are a little bit in the way, but I can move this over. I found this, oh, I didn't list this. This is for me to put in my junk journals. I forgot I put this here. Yeah, so this is some stationery I found at one of my thrift stores last weekend, and actually went there's this one I go to on Saturdays when I'm going on my way to Walmart to do my grocery shopping. I try to stop by this one, but this was a package of 1994 stationery. I thought it was really pretty, and you can see it's a whole pad, like a pad. It's got, you know, it's connected up here. And what I do with these is fold them in half and put them in my journals like that, or you can triple them and put them in a pocket, and you know, stuff like that. They're just, I love old stationery when I find it. And they had two packages. This book's got my thing dirty here, so I don't want to get this stuff dirty. But this was all in one package. So there's a package of, I think it'll be all right though. Let's see, these are cards. So these were all in one packet of stationery. These gave me a Mary Englebright feel, but they don't say that. They say Olympia. But very pretty, like garden type. How does your garden grow? It says on the front. They're Blake inside, so great little cards to either stick in as a page or in a pocket. They've got the green envelopes here with them, and had this stationery here, which is also garden themed. And there's a bunch of that. Really pretty paper. And then this right here is also little papers, like little note papers. Same thing, got little flowers around the border. Pretty colors here, and a bunch of those kind of like postcard size. 3.5, a little bit bigger than 3.5 by, maybe 3, not 3 by 5, but 3.5 by 5.5 or something like that. So that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll be back to you next Thursday. And just tune in. I do a video every day if you want to subscribe and like and comment on my video. And you'll see my videos pop up in your notifications. Thanks and have a great day. Happy crafting and happy thrifting.